What's going on, guys? I'm Dan. This is Center Waters, and today I have 4 more fragrances from the House of Dua, which is part of their concept series that I think you guys should check out. But before we go any further, how about you hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and hit that bell. I already did a quick run through of 5 fragrances from the Dua concept series already. Now I have 4 more fragrances, 2 that I purchased and 2 that I was given by Massam Raza from Dua. So just to be clear, 2 fragrances I paid for and 2 was sent to me. This is not a paid review. Even though these fragrances are for free, just the 2, it's still my own opinion. That being said, let's get to the fragrances. First one out of the gate is Chocol Poseidon, which is their take of Aventus with a chocolate twist. Chocolate and Aventus. 2 notes or scent profiles that I didn't think would go great together, and I was curious enough to want to purchase it, so bam, here it is. And honestly, it actually smells pretty good in my opinion. Now, the forefront, you have the chocolate, which to me reminds me of a Tootsie Roll, and Aventus in the background. Throughout the whole fragrance, you get mainly the chocolate note. Later in the dry down, the Aventus becomes more present, but it's still not a dominant note. It's still more the chocolate. In my opinion, this would work great for night times and date night situations. Who knows, this might make a date night list. Chocol Poseidon, check it out. Second fragrance that I picked up was Imperial Poseidon, another one that I purchased, which is their take on Aventus and Millesime Imperial from Creed. This one, I already do a mix of this scent DNA or scent profile, these 2 scents already, and I feel that it works great for me, which is the reason why this caught my attention. I wanted to see how Dua did it, if it smelled anything like I do, or how I mix. In my opinion, the scent is actually pretty dope. It has the forefront of the Millesime Imperial, the salted watermelon vibe, and then in the background it has the Aventus vibe. I personally think it's great for the summertime, spring, maybe even fall, who knows. I don't think it's really that great for winter. I don't think it'll keep up, but honestly, you can wear it whenever you want. The salted watermelon vibe with that Aventus kick. I think it's dope. Get your nose on it, Imperial Poseidon. Now for the first fragrance that Massam Raza sent to me from Dua for free is Poseidon's Matrix, which is their take on 2 fragrances, one from Zeus Neo and the other one Aventus. In my opinion, a great fresh Aventus vibe, a fresher Aventus vibe than anything else that you've smelled, fresher than the Aventus cologne in my opinion, or their Poseidon's cologne. It has that clean citrusy vibe from the Zeus Neo, which I completely adore. I love that freshie, and the Aventus background. The Aventus is not prominent at the beginning. You can smell it, but you can tell that the Matrix, the Neo, is pretty dominant in the fragrance. And the further dry down, the Matrix starts to back off a little bit, and the Aventus becomes a little bit more dominant. In the far dry down, when it's almost a skin scent, all I can pretty much smell is no longer the Matrix, the Zeus Neo. All I can smell is pretty much the Aventus vibe, which I can't complain about. 2 fragrances that I like, start off with a fresh, ends off with a heavy base. Pretty dope in my opinion. Check it out, Poseidon's Matrix. And for the last fragrance, which is the second fragrance that Massam Raza sent to me for free, is Zeus Matrix, which is their take on Zeus Neo and Zeus Kobe, I think it is. I've never smelled Kobe.
No.
From Zeus. But when it comes to this, Zeus's Matrix, at the beginning, once again, you get the major Zeus Neo, the Matrix. So when I smell this fragrance, all I got was a heavy citrus base, fresh, clean, heavy base. But further into the dry down, it got a little bit sweeter, which is from the tonka bean, I'm assuming. And I felt that this is a pretty dope fragrance. I sprayed it on my son and it smelled amazing. He wore it in the morning, smelled it later on him later that evening. It has great longevity, especially on the Zeus or Kobe side. At the beginning of the fragrance, you get majority Matrix, which is Neo, and later into the dry down, all you get is pretty much Zeus Kobe. Zeus Matrix, definitely check it out. When it came to projection and longevity of all 4 of these fragrances, I got at least 2 to 2.5 hours with these fragrances, and longevity minimum 8 hours for me at least. So there you go, guys. That's my take on 4 fragrances from the House of Dua, part of their concept series. Have you smelled any one of these fragrances? Let me know in the comment section. Before we wrap this up, how about a giveaway? 5ml decant of each one of these fragrances. Let me know in the comment section if you want to be entered. That's about it. Like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that stuff. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and hit that bell. Massam Raza, I do appreciate you for sending out these 2 fragrances. Dope in my opinion. So are these. But at the end of the day, still Center Water.